What is the environmental impact of fashion? Have you ever thought about the clothes you wear and their impact on our planet? The fashion industry is a huge player in environmental issues, and understanding its effects is important. Fashion is not just about style. It connects deeply with our culture and economy. From an anthropological viewpoint, fashion reflects social behaviors and economic systems, making its environmental impact a complex matter. The fashion industry contributes around 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. This is more than all international flights and maritime shipping combined. The carbon footprint comes from various stages of production, including fiber creation, dyeing, and garment manufacturing. These processes use a lot of energy and relying heavily on fossil fuels, leading to significant carbon dioxide emissions. Water usage is another major concern. Fashion is the second largest consumer of water worldwide. Growing natural fibers like cotton and dyeing textiles requiring vast amounts of water. For instance, producing just one garment can use hundreds of gallons of water. This excessive consumption leads to freshwater depletion and harms ecosystems, especially in areas where water is already scarce. Pollution from the fashion industry is also a big issue. It is responsible for about 20% of industrial water pollution due to toxic chemicals used in dyeing and treating fabrics. Additionally, fashion contributes to ocean pollution through microfibers. These tiny synthetic fibers come from clothing and make up about 35% of plastic microfibers found in oceans. They pose risks to marine life and can enter the food chain, impacting biodiversity and human health. Fast fashion has made these environmental issues worse. This trend promotes rapid production cycles and cheap clothing, leading to massive textile waste. The cultural norms surrounding fast fashion encourage constant consumption and disposal, which increases resource extraction. Anthropologists link these values to broader social and economic systems that prioritize consumption over sustainability. Fashion is not just an isolated industry. It is part of a social ecological system where cultural practices, economic incentives, and environmental consequences are interconnected. To understand fashion's environmental impact, we need to look at how cultural values shape consumption patterns and how these patterns affect ecosystems and communities worldwide. Ethical fashion movements are emerging as responses to these challenges. They aim to challenge unsustainable practices by promoting transparency, fair labor, and eco-friendly materials. These movements seek to redefine fashion as a practice that respects both people and the environment, encouraging consumers and producers to think about the long-term effects of their choices. The environmental impact of fashion is extensive, involving greenhouse gas emissions, water depletion, pollution, and waste. These impacts are rooted in cultural and economic systems that shape how fashion is produced and consumed. Addressing these issues requires not only technological changes but also cultural shifts toward more ethical and sustainable fashion practices.